We always ready for the smoke, you heard? Venom and Smoke Podcast.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. This is your host Mo Young, kicking it to you live on this Friday. I know we early, but like we said last night, the wife got to get to Kendrick Lamar, so I do as the wife says. So we're just getting some content out. So for further ado, we're gonna bring on the hater, the most diabolical of all haters. Skip Bayless has nothing on this guy here. He's the true diabolical hater. We got Jay. What's going on?
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on?
nothing. As you can see, the cap's gone, and I guess I can, spoil the surprise why I'm going without the cap and showing the bald head. Man, I'm the new brand ambassador for Freedom Grooming, the shaver I use. So
Oh,
Venom and
nice.
Smoke, we own, baby. We got a partial sponsor if people buy the shit. If they buy special code that I'm about to drop in a minute, when I get it, we got sponsorship. There it is.
And you got what is it like just for your face or is it
For your face,
razors for
it's
your
for your
head too?
head, it's for your head, it's for down there if you want to use it. They got an attachment and you can shave down there if you need to. You
All
know,
right.
it's a very smooth shave. So, bam, man, brand
Was it like
ambassador.
a battery operated, like
If
rechargeable?
it's chargeable. They give you blades every month. But like I say, I told you we was gonna get some kind of recognition from somebody, man. They reached out. We just got off the meeting, and they say, hey, they good for it. They enjoyed the comment. I showed them the YouTube page. They said they like it. So man,
Hey,
we got some type of sponsorship. You'll
that's
be seeing me in some commercials that I gotta make. So you'll be seeing me in those representing Venom and Smoke. Man, so that's why I don't have the cap on today. You see in the chrome dome. You see the chrome. It's very smooth as hell. That shade today is very fucking smooth, and it takes you about what, maybe 3 minutes to fucking shave, like three.
oh nice.
Yeah. So if you need a
It does
shave,
look smooth.
yeah, if you need a shaver, Freedom Grooming is the place to go, man.
All right, all right.
I don't want mine shaved. I like mine curl. Yeah, hey man, I say you can use. There's a head. You can use the head to shave down there. You might not need Manscaped. You don't need Manscaped. You use Freedom Grooming to get down there. Or if you want to just line up your stuff, it works. It works for that too.
Don't use the same blade for both
Don't
though.
use it. Well, at least put some alcohol. Put some alcohol in the something. But man, I shared the news with Izzy and Lala when I first got off there. I just wanted to get on the air and share it with y'all. Since y'all my family. We doing big things. I said I wouldn't do it without if I couldn't, use my brand, and they was good with it. So, man,
Oh, good, good, good.
the
I,
more eyes
I
they get,
we're
the
not
more
that
shavers
crazy.
we sell. Look, the more shavers we sell, the more we get paid, baby. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. And
So what they do? Give you your own code?
hmm so it's like be on the lookout for it. If you need a shaver, hey, that's what it is. Free plug, people. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Anthony, for joining us every Friday. You always come with some questions. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into the sports, man. There's
And he
enough.
came in early.
Yeah, he came in early. So this might be the sweet spot. Keep on. All right. We got this one here. The Kyler Murray study clause. This shit here, man. It blew my mind, man. Look, they took it out. They taking it out. Your thoughts, Jay? That's not even a hater.
Yo, that to me is funny. That to me is funny that you don't have that much confidence in the dude that you just signed for 200 million, 160 something guaranteed. And you got to tell the dude, or you had to add to the contract, you got to watch video 4 hours a day.
Independent. 4 hours weekly, I think it was. 4 extra hours of studying a week.
Still, that you would have to add that to. That's part of your job. If you're really looking to win championships and to make yourself look good and to eventually make more than over $200 million, you do the homework. You know what I'm saying? You study defenses, you make yourself look better.
Right.
But what is the problem then? What is it that they found in him when they first signed him that they had to put this clause in?
Because he's not studying, man. You can see he's not studying. He doesn't adjust well. That's why in the second half of the season he tails off, because people didn't got the tape on him and he's not studying. You can't.
So he's the Jamarcus Russell of this age.
Oh, better. He was, he's more talented than Jamarcus Russell, but I ain't gonna do him like that. But I'm gonna say he just don't study.
I don't know. Jamarcus Russell was talented. The only thing is that he was lazy.
Yeah, but this one,
Jamarcus Russell could throw 70 yards downfield off his knees.
Yeah, I know he's talented, but I'm saying this guy here got more athletic ability than Jamarcus Russell, and he's relying on that athletic ability. And
he's gonna need it.
But the thing is, you can't rely on athletic ability once people know how to shut you down. You have to study. You have to exploit mismatches. You know what makes Tom Brady and people like that like Peyton Manning great? Their mind made them great because they didn't have any athletic ability. They could look. I gotta find a mismatch and I gotta throw it. I gotta throw it to that mismatch. I don't care who it is. I gotta throw it to them. That's what makes them great. But people who don't know how to exploit mismatches and they don't study won't last long in the league.
If you don't know how to read defenses, you're not going to last long in the league. So if he's sitting there and he's not doing his video or watching video, you're going to throw interceptions all the time.
I'm laughing at this here. He said, I think it's more he's studying at work, but when he gets home, it's no football. I'm sure Murray played Madden at home. He probably do it, call it studying. Listen, I get you, man. It's like this, Anthony. You're a quarterback. You have to study all the time. You're the quarterback. The quarterback and the middle linebacker does the more studying on the team. They do the most studying on the team is the quarterback and the middle linebacker. You know why? One is the quarterback of the defense. One is the quarterback of the offense. That is why they do the most studying.
Yeah,
so you have no time for Madden during the season.
If you think about it, every play you have to know. Hey, Lala. You have to know after every play or during the play what defenses is. Yes. The safety sneaking up. Oh, maybe I can hit this dude over the top. If you're not studying defenses, you're going out there like sometimes I feel like Mahomes when he first came out, he used to just chuck the ball up.
I mean, shit, you got an arm like Mahomes and you got a receiver like Tyreek Hill. That's all you need to do is chuck it up. Go get that motherfucker. But it worked. But Mahomes is great at improvising, and he always exploits the mismatch. He does.
Yeah, he
Mahomes
does.
gets no credit because he has like an unworldly arm. It's out of this world. This arm is like ridiculous. Him and Josh Allen's arm is ridiculous. So they get penalized because they got an arm. And I'm like, oh, he's doing the chucking it up. I'm like, If I got the biggest arm and I got one of the fastest receivers, go get it.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray doesn't have that. He has a good arm, but it's not like he has a cannon like Pat. And it's
I think we were talking about this last week when we first were talking about the contract or whatever, and I just feel he's too short. I don't think he's going to be as successful as Mahomes, and that's what they're hoping, that they have a second Mahomes coming.
I'm putting it this way. He could be successful if he studied. If he fucking studied. Drew Brees was short, but Drew Brees studied. I'm just saying, if he studied, besides what he does in practice.
Doug Flutie
was short. And he had a good career.
Yeah.
If you study, you have to study Kyler Murray. You can't. If they got to put a study clause in there, dude, you're not doing shit. That means you go home, you lay down, you don't worry about football. That's fine in the off season.
Yeah. No, that's fine for the first maybe month of the off season.
Yes.
Then you better get back in the gym and you better get on the track and you better start getting ready for the season, because before you know it, preseason is here.
Yeah, and I'm like, you are Kyler Murray, you get this $200 million contract, and you have to study. And I just want to say, you're a black quarterback, bro. You know how much we had to go through just to get where y'all are now? You know how many quarterbacks had to hear we don't study? You had to hear, are we stupid? And you go around and you don't study?
Yeah.
You know how many times they say black quarterbacks just don't get it. Don't draft them. You know
they're lazy.
They lazy. You know how many great black quarterbacks never got a shot? And then you go ahead proving them right because they had to put a study clause in there. They taking it out because of the backlash. Lord, if it was like this, let it be another race. We can't have that. We can't have it. I'm sorry. Let it be another race that has the study clause in there. No, if it was Johnny Manziel, I wouldn't have cared. I'm like, well, that's just Johnny Manziel. Not us. We can't afford to do it. We can't. We don't get another shot.
No.
Because then you got to look at it. You got people like Lamar Jackson start to come up for a new contract. And you got to look at that. And people going to try to lowball the next person because of you not studying.
I think Lamar Jackson going to get paid.
Man, Lamar need to get $300 million.
He's going to get paid.
Think about it. It was just Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was sucking so bad they went to Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson brought them boys to the playoffs, and he never missed the playoffs since Lamar Jackson went there.
But not only that, think about this. They gave a man $200 million that didn't do shit yet. He hasn't done anything.
He doesn't even study.
Now it comes out that he has a problem studying. But you're gonna gamble. All right, not the $200 million, $167 million, because that's what's guaranteed.
Yeah.
On a dude that's showing that he has lazy tendencies. If you have to add that in, somebody had to have said to him, "Yo, Kyler, come watch video." I don't watch video. Fuck that. I'm going home.
And that's why the Rams beat their ass so bad in the playoffs. Like that ain't be a playoff game. They could have let my Saints in and play the Rams. They could have just kicked the Cardinals out and let my Saints play. Because that'd have been a better game than that piece of shit of a game right there. Because they didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. Kyler Murray looked lost. Go back and look at that film. He looked lost.
I think they got outplayed, outcoached, outmanned, out everything.
Because he did not study. You can see it now. He doesn't. I'm like, man, how can he be this bad? I thought Kyler Murray was good. How can he be this bad? The man does not study.
But remember, there's a lot of quarterbacks that are excellent college quarterbacks and come to the NFL and.
But if he studies with his gifts, he could be a top 5 quarterback if he studies. If he get the mental part of his game down, where he know when to run and don't run all the time, when to run and when to throw, he'll be great.
Yeah, that's what happened. What's his name? EC3 or RC3 or whatever.
RG3, yeah, RG3.
He ran more than, you know what I'm saying. Like he depended more
Not
on his
that
feet
first
than he
game.
did his arm.
I said, not that
And they
first
killed
game.
him.
He torched my Saints. I remember that. I was in the dome for that shit. I thought that was the next coming. I thought that was gonna be the next great quarterback, but the Shanahan ruined him because he was hurt and made
He
that
got
man.
hit too much though. He was getting hit too much.
I'm just saying that man was hurt, and Shanahan made RG3 play instead of just sitting him down until his legs got better. No, and once his leg got shattered, it was over. It was over for him. He never was the same. So, but Kyler Murray, you need to look at that RG3 tape and see, like, you know what? If I get hurt, now I'm just short and I can't run.
Yep. How am I going to look over my offensive line and the defensive line? All of those dudes are over 6 foot tall.
Yes.
How are you going to look over them if you can't run now because you ran so much in the beginning of your career? You don't have that speed anymore. I think it's foolish that it came out. That shit should have been something that they really should have kept quiet, because in the grand scheme of things, it makes Kyler Murray look lazy.
I said, the contracts are public. So somebody probably was, reading the contract, say, oh, there's a study clause in here. We got a story.
Yeah.
Reporter say we got a story. Kyler Murray doesn't study.
Never heard of it before.
Never seen I have never heard of anybody putting that in the contract.
Nope.
Study clause.
Never have I ever heard of that, and I've been watching football for a very long time. I never heard of a study clause.
Study clause.
I've heard of like incentive packages, like, quarterback throws for 3,500, 4,000 yards. You're gonna make this much money, but not, what was the punishment?
No, his whole contract can get voided if he doesn't study. Who would agree to sign that shit?
Hey, if he signed the first one, it would have stayed in the contract if I was the Cardinals. Hey, he signed it.
Who was his agent? I'm like, man, wait, you could get to take all my money if I miss 1 week of not studying 4 hours? What would happen if I studied 3 hours and 50 minutes? Then you take my fucking money?
I'm sure they're not going to be that literal. 3 hours and 50 minutes. Fuck you. Your contract is done.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, they might do it. Fuck it. The NFL is dirty. Fuck that. You didn't do it. You had 10 more minutes and you gave up. I would have been like, I'm not signing that shit.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if you play Sundays, you take Monday off. So you do an hour Tuesday, an hour Wednesday, an hour Thursday, an hour Friday. What was it, 4 hours?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm like this. I would get the whole thing over with on Monday, and then I'm off.
Hours. You're right. You're right. That would probably be the smarter thing to do. Sit home and watch tape on Monday.
Yep.
But what tape do you watch?
They say they have it. They have a mechanism in the tablet that can record the number of time you use it.
Yes, because he uses the tablet from the Cardinal tablet. Yeah, so they got that shit on lockdown.
Yeah, they can record how he monitor it. I'll be in that bitch. Look, even if I don't want to study, I'll be in that bitch and let my kid watch it. Look, man, look, keep this shit on here and watch it.
What if it's like a Zoom thing?
If it's like it might be a Zoom thing, then I'll be.
You know what I'm saying? Where you have to actually sit there and they just watch you sitting there.
I'm gonna show you what I'll do. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you what Mo Young would do if I was Kyler Murray. I'll be out there watching it with this fucking thing on my face like that.
Until your mouth opened and some drool came down.
I got you, motherfucker. Look, I perfected it. I'm gonna look down.
You better hope that you don't. Fall forward.
That's what I'll fucking do, man. I'm gonna show him good. Ooh, man. It takes an hour to break down from my first downs alone. Exactly. So if you do that, I will just watch the same thing over 4 times. My study time is over.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done.
What he would need to do is he should watch tape for the team that's coming up and just watch their defense.
Yes, that's all you need to do.
You know, in this situation, you know, let's say, you know, the team that they're playing played the Cowboys. When the Cowboys line up like in this thing, this is the type of defense they play. What, you know, I get it. In college is a lot different. They simplify the offense. It's not as hard as the NFL college offenses.
More than half, I'm gonna say majority, about 90% of the people that play college football are not making the NFL. So if I'm a number 1 overall like Kyler Murray, I can outrun half the teams I play.
Yeah.
I can just say, you know what? Shit break down, take off. But in the NFL, you got people just as fast. You got linebackers running with Kyler Murray running.
Yeah, you're right. You have shit. You got some defensive linemen that could probably run as fast as Kyler Murray.
You got Aaron Donald. You got to worry about. You know, you can't outrun that. Like you got to beat him from the pocket. And even Lamar Jackson learning that. Now I can't outrun everybody. Shit, I better start throwing to people.
But if you notice, he runs now when he needs to run. Yeah. I don't think they call running plays for him. No. Maybe one quarterback sneak, but that would be probably a red zone play with him.
Yeah, and I look at him with against the Indianapolis Colts, what Lamar Jackson did. He threw. He was throwing that shit. He threw him back in the game. So I don't want to hit this man that's not a quarterback. So all that Lamar Jackson shit need to stop. That man's a quarterback. Let that man go by do dirty house and play. Man, that's what got him in trouble. Playing Madden. You leave Madden alone, man. Shit, yeah.
They try to pattern their game around the damn video game itself. Look, I could throw 90 yards downfield. Next practice, I'm doing it. Or next game, I'm doing it. 3 interceptions later.
Yeah. I got another one for the 49ers fans. It's Trey Lance, the answer for the 49ers. I mean, you had Billy Ho, as I call him. Billy Ho. Yeah, Billy Ho and Garoppolo there. He doesn't win pretty, but he makes you win. You win with him. He's a winner. He just wins. And the one game I saw with Trey Lance, I was like, he's okay. So this man brought you to the playoffs. He went to Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
And won in the snow. And you're gonna replace him with an unknown guy.
I honestly would have probably had Trey Lance sit one more year behind Garoppolo. One more year.
One more
year. You know what I'm saying? And then brought him in next season. But
I got Lamar listed as a running back on man. You gonna stop that Lamar Jackson right there. That ain't good. But I'm just saying, Trey Lance to me, he only played 1 year in college. 1 year in a game. Because his first year he balled out, then he played 1 game, then COVID struck, and then that was it. And then he got drafted, but the 49ers went up and got him. So he's so unproven. I'm like, I know he's your quarterback of the future, but I would let Garoppolo, because he's still winning with Garoppolo. Let Garoppolo see if he can do with him. And then if Garoppolo can't make it, do like what he did with Alex Smith. Throw in Pat Mahomes. Like Garoppolo is not doing it for you. Throw in Pat Mahomes. Like this dude is going to get his ass toe up.
Especially in that division. That division is anybody on any given Sunday in that division could win that division.
Except for the Seahawks. He said level halfback option. Stop with that damn slander. You had to start Trey. You drafted him too high. If two of the numbers are better than Trey, there's a problem. It will happen. I'm going to tell you. Tua is going to have a better year than Trey Lance.
If I had that receiver corp, I would have better numbers than half of quarterbacks. And he got some killer receivers in Miami.
I'm about to say it should be. If it's not better than Trey Lance's, you need to get rid of Tua ASAP. He need to be on the next thing smoking out of Miami if he can't succeed with those receivers he have. Tight end too. Tight end tight. They're a super team in Miami right now, man. All he has to do is ball out. And I'm like, Jimmy should have stayed, like you said, Izzy should have stayed one more year. Because I think you win with Jimmy. You just win. He just wins. And Jimmy is injury prone too. So Jimmy gonna get hurt. So Trey Lance can get in there. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know enough about Trey Lance to say he's the future. I haven't seen the one game I seen. I was like, man, this dude is trash. That's what I said in my head. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna love playing the 49ers with him. He not it. Now, when I saw Pat Mahomes come in that one game that year, Alex Smith got hurt. I'm like, oh, this dude gonna be a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, maybe Trey Lance gets it. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he's one of those quarterbacks that isn't good in that system.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we won't know because we'll know this year.
We'll know. And then I'm like, Jimmy G, you winning with Jimmy G. You just went to the Super Bowl almost 3 years ago with Jimmy G. You go to the playoffs again this year with Jimmy G. And you win 2 playoff games. He won 2 playoff games this year. He beat the Cowboys and Packers. Thank you, Jimmy G, for the 2 of the most overrated fan bases ever. Thank you, Jimmy G.
I just heard something earlier today watching one of the sports shows that if Jimmy G isn't traded by the beginning of the season, he has to be released.
Probably so. What game he showed out in? No, he did not show out in that game. That game was mediocre as fuck. He didn't show out that Packers game. He didn't show out that Packers game. He was mediocre. Like he was mediocre as fuck. To say he was drafted that high? No. I was just like, no, he was not. He didn't show out. Because a lot of people picked him up for fantasy for that reason. And a lot of people lost because of Trey Lance. I'm just saying, Trey Lance is okay, but Trey Lance doesn't win like Jimmy. Jimmy learned from Tom Brady how to win.
Shut up.
Oh, he doing his thing. I'm just gonna say he was okay. I'll give you that. Trey Lance is okay. He's okay. But not when you have a winning quarterback.
You can't really judge him. He hasn't done a whole season.
I know. I said I can't judge him, but I'm like, it's not like a pressing need to get rid of Jimmy.
No.
Because y'all
I don't think I would have done it because Trey Lance, what did he get last year? A couple of games burn. And that was what? Most of the time he handed off the ball?
I'm saying he got a couple good. He got an arm. I give him that. He got his arm. His arm way better than Jimmy. I'm saying he didn't show out. I'm like, there are people who really thought Trey Lance was the next coming. No, I'm talking about for that week. They picked Trey Lance up for that week, and they lost. They lost because of Trey Lance. I'm just saying. I would.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is an incomplete grade?
Yeah, it's an incomplete grade, and I'm like, this Trey.
Let's see how he does until half the season.
I'm like this. I'm just like, you're gonna see either they are geniuses in the Bay, or they just pulled the trigger too quick. I'm like, he hasn't played enough football. Like, think about it. He hasn't played enough football. Like, he played 1 year college, a year in the game of college football. on a lower level skill. He went to the same school as Carson Wentz, so he was not even on the top level of competition. So it's not like he played in the SEC or the Big Ten. So he hasn't played enough football in these last couple years to warrant that move. I think he needed a little bit more time. But hey, if he balls out, he balls out. I hope I'm wrong. Unless he play the Saints.
Listen, he needs the ball out. That division is going to be strong. And if the rumors are correct, Jimmy G might end up in Seattle. And then Seattle is going to be a problem with DK Metcalf.
Be a problem, man. It's going to be a problem.
They're going to be a problem. Yeah. Then the Cardinals then he better study.
Yeah,
I mean, Trey Lance better step up because it's not going to be an easy division.
I'll pick David Mills over Trey. Talking about the Texans. Yeah, you good. I'm like, your boy.
They both gonna suck anyway.
I'm like, well, Mills was balling out. They just don't have a defense. I'm just saying, like, if he goes to the Seahawks, Jimmy G goes to the Seahawks, that's all they're missing is a quarterback. They just missing the quarterback. Why people write them off is because Drew Lock sucks. But all they need is a quarterback.
I'm sure their fan base feels Drew Lock sucks. The Seahawks feel like he's not. They're hoping that they got another, a diamond in the rough, but
he sucks.
I don't see it.
He sucks. He had weapons in with the Broncos, and he sucked. So I'm like this. Trey Lance, I hope he balls out, but I would have kept Jimmy for one more year, just in case it's a fail-safe. Just in case he go out there and he fall flat on his face.
In that division, he gonna fall flat on his face, Mo.
I mean, at least to mentor him. Even if you're gonna start him, keep Jimmy around just to mentor him or some shit. Something. Give him some of his intangibles. Because Trey Lance, I feel like he's going to disappoint a lot of 49er fans. And then, Jimmy wasn't all that, but Jimmy won. That's all it is. Jimmy won. He just won.
Jimmy not going to play second fiddle, though. He wants to start. He wants to go somewhere to compete for a starting job. They've already said this is Trey Lance's thing. This is his thing.
No AK suspension. He's still holding on hope.
Yeah.
But it don't look good. They about to sign Bo Scarborough and they signed Malcolm Brown. So, I mean.
Well, here's that Malcolm Brown move. I love it for that guy because he really works. So I'm happy for him having an opportunity.
Yeah. OJ, people might not trade for Jimmy G. It's cheaper to wait till he sign him. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think if he doesn't get signed by the end of preseason, he automatically becomes a free agent or something like. I think I heard something like that. So a lot of people are going to sit back and wait.
If you want to win ugly, Jimmy G is your guy. Billy Ho is your guy. I'm telling you, that's who he is. That's what he does.
He's saying that the dude went ugly. I mean,
he went ugly.
I have a problem because look how Tom Brady loads that dude. I ain't never seen Tom Brady hate a man the way that he hate Jimmy G.
He was about to take his job.
And I bet you Jimmy G would have taken that job. Jimmy G would have won under that system.
He would have. He would have. And then we'll be questioning Tom Brady's legacy right now. Was it just because it was Bill Belichick?
It is. It has to be. Because if you really think about it.
Well, he won in Tampa. So he answered that question.
About to say,
all right, he won in Tampa, but he won in Tampa with players where he was winning with the Patriots with minimal players, a lot of role players, a lot of people that knew their jobs and did their jobs well. But how many real superstars did Tom Brady have?
I'm just putting it this way. He did change the system back to the New England system. That's how they started winning in Tampa. Because at the beginning of the year when he first got there, he was running Bruce Arians' system, and they were like losing games, and Tom Brady was looking horrible. So,
that first game was
he's a system quarterback.
So they kind of, I guess that was a rhythm, or they needed a rhythm. So I'm not saying they caught us at the wrong time because we beat them twice. Only thing I will say is he knows what he wants to do, and he knows what's successful. Because obviously, look at the amount of success he has. He has 7 rings.
Bill Belichick system. So he ran Bill Belichick system in Tampa and won.
And it's a simple system. It's simple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know where your check downs are. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes to their assigned part of the field, and he finds you.
They said KD pulled the Brady pulled the KD, just went to a team that already was super. It was stacked. They had some weapons.
They got weapons now. I'll tell you right now, the addition of Julio Jones to the Bucks should make you guys you Saints fans a little nervous.
Scored in 6 years against the Saints.
It doesn't matter. Even if he's the third, he's going to be the third option. He's going to be going against linebackers and stuff that aren't going to be able to guard him.
We run 3 safeties. So he's going to go against one of them all-pro safeties we got. We'll take it.
I think it's going to be a little bit.
Julio Jones and Mike Evans doesn't scare me because we do well with bigger receivers. It's those shifty, small-ass receivers that give us problems.
Deep threats don't worry me at all.
It don't worry me. Like Julio Jones don't worry me because he might be out for 7 games. Pull a hamstring. Out.
Because Tampa starts off again playing us. Well, not starting off, but pretty much in the first 3 weeks.
They're going 0-2.
Yeah, you coming out swinging against us. And you want Julio to be contributing right then and there against a team that's already stacked, known, and got the chemistry and knows this system, and you got Todd Bowles coming in, pretty much gonna run the same thing, or you're gonna pander to Brady and what he wants to run. I'm not worried about that. That doesn't scare me.
If Brady runs his offense, he's gonna be a lot harder to beat.
I'm putting it this way: Julio Jones. What did he do last year? Remember when Nasty came up in here? We got Julio. We got AJ Brown. We got this. What did Julio Jones do last year?
They did absolutely nothing with it.
My leg.
And I'll put it this way. If this was 2016, then yeah, I might have been sweating a little bit. If it was, his prime years and he went to that team, then yeah. But Julio might run one route and then that hamstring give out. Now he's out for 5-6 games.
Well, you're right, and you're absolutely right. That can happen, but it also could happen. You get that Julio Jones from back in the day, and he does work.
Time is undefeated. He hasn't been that Julio in about 5 years. I'm just being real. He has not been that Julio in about 5 years. Like that Julio, best receiver in the game, Julio. In about 5 years.
Nah, that day is done.
he could be serviceable at best. How about this? Make him gain 30 pounds and put him at tight end. that's all you can do. Because them days is over, man. Like,
isn't he too short?
He's about 6'3", 6'4". That's tall enough. Shit.
But I don't know if you'd want to put that much body on those legs. You know what I'm saying? Like
shit,
that much weight.
You might get. That's all he's gonna be is a red zone target. That's what I can see him as. They scared
that he's the third best. But look what's going on with their core right now. So Godwin, he's not fully healthy yet because he got hurt late in the season last year.
Yeah.
So
he put rushing him back.
And they're not gonna rush him back, but the thing that's gonna save the Buccaneers and have them save face is the mere fact that everybody else in our division is still rebuilding. You have news out of Carolina camp that Baker is being Baker, and Sam could pretty much win that job out. Everybody's expecting, oh, well, it's Baker. He's the first-round draft pick. He's gonna get right in there and take that job. And Sam and everybody discount Sam like he's just gonna go out without a fight. So
Sam was the third pick in that draft.
I think Sam gonna ball this year. Watch. He's been in that system for 2 years.
And
Sam slaughtered us last year.
I wouldn't go as far as saying slaughter. I mean, yeah, they caught us off guard.
He had some fucking good ass numbers. We couldn't stop him worth the shit. He slaughtered us last year.
I'll give him that, but I'm not giving them slaughtering us. What got us slaughtered? I'll give those 5 consecutive losses a slaughter, because there's no way that you're losing 5 games in a row and still potentially playoffs.
No, I'm talking about week 2 when we lost all them people to COVID and shit. We played them. Sam Darnold looked like the Sam Darnold the Jets thought he would be. I'm like, damn, where was this Sam Darnold? Who the fuck is this Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
And then he did what Sam Darnold do, see ghosts, and that's it.
Carolina caught fire too. Then
that fire went out, and then they played us again. They played us again at home. We whipped that ass. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Because we did what we do.
So it's like Julio to the Bucks. I'm like, okay, I'm okay.
It's another weapon, man. It's somebody else for him to get the ball to. That could, after he has the ball in his hands, he could do work with it.
I didn't get a chance to actually look this up, but my pop, he immediately called me this morning, and I didn't really get a chance to do my morning routine this morning, so I didn't get a chance to look at nothing. I didn't get a chance to look up articles, but he called me and said, so Julio signed with the Bucks. He said the reason why he did it, he was like, because the Saints ain't going nowhere, so I had to, if I was gonna go back, I had to go to somebody who's gonna give me a real shot at the playoffs. I said, well, that's his opinion.
He's stupid. He's stupid.
He left a healthy Tennessee team, a team that's literally was the number 1 seed in the AFC in that conference last year. Didn't have a job since February. Like, we're in August now, dude.
He is, Andy.
In August. Like, and
Let
all
me
of a
tell
sudden,
you this, Jay, I'm gonna just give you numbers. I want you to see if you're scared of this. 31 receptions, 434 yards, and 1 touchdown. Would you be scared of that receiver? If you didn't know who that receiver was? That was Julio Jones last year.
Yeah, those are some dismal numbers.
Scared of that.
Those are some dismal numbers. But wasn't he hurt a lot last season?
He was hurt a lot.
Period.
In Atlanta the year before, he only had 771 yards. 1,300 yards the next year. His numbers been dropping.
And not even gradually, like big time. He went from over 1,000 yards, and then he went to 700 yards, and then he went to 400 yards.
Like this, I was wrong. He wasn't been the same in 4 years, not 5. It was 2018. He had his second best season with 1,600 yards and 8 touchdowns. Then it dropped. Then he had his best season in 2015. I'm like, it's like, okay, it's like he always had injuries, and even his 3rd year in the league, he was hurt the whole year. He always have injuries.
18 sounds like the Super Bowl year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we in 2022 now. You gotta at the end of the Super Bowl, you gotta start over again. Everybody's 0-0. You gotta prove it again. So Julio,
this is year 12. So we expect him to turn back the hands of time in year 12. It's usually the death sentence for wide receivers. Around year 12, 13, that's when you start seeing that decline.
You do. And Julio to the Bucks, this move, I mean, good for him that he has a job, that he's still able to.
But he left money on the table because he was offered more money from other teams, and he wanted to go to play for the Bucks.
He wanted
to imagine him in the Saints offense. Like, he wouldn't have to do shit. He just had to do. All he needed was 400 yards in our offense. You think about this. You had Jarvis Landry to do the intermediate routes. You got Mike Thomas coming back, who we about to talk about. We got receivers, so it's like you didn't have to, be the man.
I don't think he has to be the man with the Bucks either.
No, he doesn't. So it's like it's the same team, and you go to a team that can't beat the Saints, who you probably need to beat this year in your division. They can't beat us. They haven't beat us in 2 years in the regular season.
This is the year that it changes.
You hope.
They hope. Listen, I don't care. I wish Tom Brady got sacked the first game of the first play of the game and broke his leg. I don't give a fuck about him.
They hope. That's the thing. They hope.
I love that energy.
Like I'm in a lot of groups with Tampa Bay, like NFC South groups, and they hoping they can beat us. All they can do is hold over that playoff victory over our head with that Drew Brees threw the game away. I'm just saying. That's the only thing they can hold over our head because they hope they can't beat us. If they'd have lost that game, they wouldn't have beat us since Tom Brady was there.
But here's the thing. I wouldn't even give because Drew gonna throw turnovers. That's just his thing.
Two of them in the second half. That's his fault.
Well, that's his fault. But here's the thing. The thing that really turned that game around was that Jared Cook fumble. If it wasn't for that,
we still was in the lead, and he threw 2 more interceptions after that.
Yeah.
He threw 2 more after that. Eric, I can't excuse him.
We wasn't winning. We had to lead that game.
Yeah, we had the lead. When Cook had the lead, we had a double-digit lead. We was up like 10. He fumbled, and then they scored, and we was like up 3. And then he threw an interception. They scored again. He threw another interception. They scored again. That's how the score got like it was because we were up big in that game. And then they scored, I think, around halftime or whatever. And then that fumble happened because we were about to score again.
Yeah.
And then we were up by like 10. Yeah. And then they scored and we was like up 3. And then they came up there. Interception. Ball game. They scored. They scored on every turnover they scored. That's how they beat us. Every turnover. They didn't score on no 9 turnovers. Like they didn't score on their own. Right. It was a turnover.
Because the turnovers is a whole
different. Threw an interception in the first half. They scored on that. He threw 3 and a fumble. That's how they beat us.
I'm gonna do that tonight because I promise you, I recall like writing this down and even getting barred for it. Like, say, bro, y'all was winning the game. Y'all had to come back. Y'all playing from behind.
Nah, we came back after those interceptions. I mean, at the fumble, we were still up. He threw 2 more interceptions after that fumble. That they scored on literally they scored on every turnover.
Yeah, I remember that part. Because they documented that when I was like,
yeah, they scored on every turnover.
It's not that even kicking our tails. It's like we just giving them the game.
We gave them the game. It was like I know we were up when he fumbled. I knew that because I was in the dome like shit. Well, we still up, and then they scored, and then he was like shit. He threw another interception. They scored again. I'm like shit. We're not up no more. Then he came back trying to be a hero. Interception again.
Hero ball.
And I'm like, God damn it, get him. I was screaming, get him out the game. And that's when I became Jameis Winston's biggest fan. Because I was screaming, put Winston in the fucking game. I kept screaming.
In fact, he ain't have a touchdown that whole postseason. It had to be
Winston.
Jameis had to come through.
Winston threw the longest pass in the Chicago Bears game.
Yeah.
He threw the longest pass of the game, came for the backup. I mean, that's who, I'm happy Julio got a job, but he going to get his ass beat, just like he got his ass beat in Atlanta by us.
People got to start off playing us. Like,
they play us week 2, and I took off for that.
Oh, you play the Bucks week 2?
Week 2.
And, play at home.
Because our first 3 games are all division games, so that's why I'm like, that's at least 3-0. It's at worst 2-1. It could be somebody that's gonna catch us off guard, but
usually the Panthers.
Everybody looking at us like we ain't that. Oh, so like
Can't Guard Mike is back. I told people he will be back. Can he return to being a top 5 receiver?
Absolutely. Because when he was healthy, did you see him dropping passes?
Hell no.
So
Best hands in the game.
Keep this in mind. Now, receivers that's up here, like right now, today's game, and consider where MT is in the record. For most catches in the season, the yardage, this, that, and the third touchdowns. You got Cooper Kupp, you got Stephon Diggs, and
some people put Mike Evans there.
You got them guys there.
Chase.
Why are they still in the company of MT, and MT hasn't played in 2 years, in 2 seasons?
Oh, yeah, you right about that.
I mean, say, bro, the dude, the work ethic speaks for itself. Everybody's saying, oh, well, he acted like he hurt. Well, because one,
he was
Coach Payton. Him and Coach Payton had a button of heads, but you didn't hear. Well, you heard about it, but it wasn't loud because of the fact you have to listen to the play. You have to listen to the player. Player knows their body and knowing what it's going to take for them to be healthy, where they are when they're being the most productive. Now, Coach left, and now all of a sudden you seeing pictures of him working out. You seeing him saying he'll be back. You seeing him on the practice field. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence whatsoever. And I love Coach Payton. I do. But he has a long history of butting heads with the skilled players, the superstars of the team. Like,
because he wanted to placate Drew. Let's be real.
It's exactly what it was. Because he said that once and then pandered to Drew Brees. And I mean, thank you, Drew Brees, for giving us our championship. But brother, you cost me 3 more. We should have had
almost 4.
At least 2 more championships off of these Drew Brees years when he got hurt. When he got hurt, brother, we appreciate you, dog, but you can't come back. I'm sorry. Like, the team is there, the scheme is there. Like, get these other guys in here so we can get this championship.
Like the Teddy Bridgewater year when he went 5-0.
Fire. Teddy was
on 5-0.
Fire.
Yeah.
Now, what if the Patriots did that with Tom Brady when Bledsoe was hurt? There would be no Tom Brady. Tom Brady will be Teddy Bridgewater right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It always comes down to that one choice, and that one choice.
And it's like, if you roll with Teddy Bridgewater, the Saints were punching people in the mouth with Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback. They were just destroying people. It wasn't like close. It wasn't no close games. They were destroying everybody.
Close game. There was one.
Oh.
The Dallas game. That game.
Oh, yeah. Well, they always play us close.
Yeah.
But 1 out of 4 out of 5 games, they were just destroying everybody else.
That was takeoff. Ooh, takeoff.
Super Bowl. There it is. That was the Minnesota year, I think. We played Minnesota at home, and Kyle Rudolph caught the fucking touchdown and ended it
overtime.
Yep, ended us in overtime. If that's Teddy Bridgewater in there, he could throw the ball deeper than Drew. I remember one pass. Drew stepped back and threw it, right? And it was 20 yards short, and the dude picked it off.
It just died. It's like, say, bro, the ball wasn't even close. Like, what was he thinking when he threw the ball? Like, when he released the ball, I knew he knew that it had to be over. It's like, damn, bro.
And it's like, I tried to tell Saints fans, and this is for Saints fans. I got to rant on them motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers who say Mike was a diva, Mike didn't want to play for us, trade Mike, y'all can kiss my ass. There it is, right there. You some ungrateful bastards. I'm like this. Michael Thomas is probably the best receiver we didn't have, like talent-wise. I know Marcus Colston got the numbers, but talent-wise, Marcus Colston was not the number 1 receiver. He was great in the system he was in. But you go anywhere else, Marcus Colston was not the number 1 receiver in anywhere else, but here in our system. Michael Thomas go anywhere else, that's the number 1 receiver. You look at his talent, that's the number 1 receiver. And I love Colston, but Colston was not the number 1 receiver anywhere else but us. Because he fits our system. Colston fits the system to the T. He did what he needed to do. But we talking about talent. Go get me the ball. Go get it. Like, go get it. I don't care. Go get it. Mike Thomas get it. He bullies cornerbacks. He's deceptively fast. Like, I didn't know he was that. He got some burners on him when I looked at his highlights today. And he just an alpha. And you can't have Sean Payton didn't like too many alphas in the locker room. You know how that
For
was.
him to be a top 5 quarterback, it's how mentally he recovers from being hurt.
You talking about James?
Are you gonna do the cuts the way you used to? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna play like you used to? If you're gonna come out there and just play catch, then he'll be just like every other decent receiver in the league. But if he comes out and he plays to how he used to play and isn't playing with, like, let's say, fear of getting hurt again, he'll be dangerous.
I put it this
Your
way: he looked like
squad
he
will be
10
dangerous.
pounds of muscle. Looked like he put on about 10 pounds of muscle because he looked bigger. So it looked like he haven't been sitting around eating bonbons like Zion Williamson. He been up there, in the gym.
We're not just gonna sit there and pass that up. However, we
Krispy Kreme.
We gonna see, because the Saints receiving core last year was, I want to say, 30th or 31st, and
I don't think Michael Thomas will be a top 5 receiver just because the Saints have weapons now. I could go with that. Like, his numbers.
Yeah, but Michael Thomas is probably their number 1 weapon, right?
He is their number 1 weapon.
Yeah, so he's gonna get his.
With MT out, because I want to say the years he was healthy, we was at least top 5. So with him being out and us going to 30 or 31st last year, we edged out 9 wins. Now he's on his way getting back because he's going to start the season on the PUP list. So
I thought they rescinded it because he went to practice. He's practicing now.
Well, he might be. He might still come some of the season. But I guarantee you this: if we could etch out 9 wins with a 31st receiving core, the worst he can do. I mean, it doesn't get no worse than that, right? So
one team was underneath us. Part of the Jets.
He gonna
not just to say that, but it's that y'all was like defensive team, man. You're probably like the Jets or somebody like that.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Keep that same energy, because I promise you this. I promise you this. It ain't gonna be that 31st this year.
Hell no. Carmichael throwing that bitch. He already said that. He's throwing that bitch.
I don't even think we're going to be, if we were 32nd, I don't think we'll be 32nd this year.
Zach Wilson is up there banging moms. He ready, man. He ready.
That's right. Banging moms and throwing bombs, baby.
Yes, sir.
He ready. That's my type of off-season conditioning.
That's a plan for your butt.
That's a great plan. Throwing bombs and banging moms. I'm just saying that's what he's doing. Shit.
But to get back to what you were saying, I would say it's all going to depend on his mental state, how he comes back from being injured, how he comes back. And I mean, I'm sure it's going to be the same offense. Not much is going to be changed. He still probably be number 1 receiver. So it's just,
we have.
You know what I'm saying? It's just lace up your sneakers or lace up your cleats and let's go to work.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm happy he's back to shut all these damn naysaying Saints fans. You know what? I hate these. I'm gonna say I hate some of these Saints fans because you can tell the new ones. It's the new ones. It's not the old ones. It's the new ones that give us a bad name. These new ones who didn't have to struggle through the fucking Billy Joe days and the fucking. I'm just saying, we had 2 Billy Joes. You know how rare of a name that is? And we had 2 quarterbacks named Billy Joe.
2 of them like that.
Hobart, we had fucking the Heat Schuler days. See, these people ain't had to go through this shit, and we ain't had no receiver. We won a playoff game with Willie Jackson catching 3 touchdowns. That tell you how much of a fucking Saints fan I am. And most people don't even know who the fuck Willie Jackson is. And we get a receiver that's a top 5 talent receiver. And because he's hurt and don't want to bust his ass and come back and get hurt again, it's a problem. He took a year off. I'm like, well, you might want his ankle to heal up. You might want him. You need your ankles as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, you need them more than your knees as a wide receiver. You need your ankles because you got to do all those quick cuts. You have to. You got to
that's
separate.
What I'm saying. It's going to be on his mental state. Is he going to be making those cuts like he did back when he was, before his injury?
He looked like he had faith in it. So
if I mean, I haven't seen anything. If you guys say he put weight on and it looks like he's been in the gym, then he's doing everything he needs to do to be a top 5 wide receiver again.
You know how if you see a player that's been off for a while, they look kind of doughy or like sluggish. Nah, he looked like he was in the weight room. They're like all the time he was away, he was not doing nothing but weights.
But if you think about it, he's also looking at all these blown up contracts.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if I come out here and I get 1,600 yards,
he got $100 million contract. That's cheap.
So
now.
Listen,
That's
listen. If you're considered top 5, you should be paid top 5. Is he paid in the top 5 of the receivers?
Well, when he went out, he was the top 1. He had the highest paid. He was the first $100 million receiver. A lot of people don't. He first like $100 million contract with him, and after that, these contracts then blew up to $200 million for receivers. So, yeah, he eyeing that too. That second contract usually your last contract for a receiver. So he trying to.
So he comes out in balls this year. He gonna want 200 million next season.
Might want to re-up. You know that. Or they might tell him, well, he's still under contract for like 3 more years. So it's like, fuck, sit your ass down. We'll talk next year. Do it again. That's what it is.
Official.
But hurt. I love that. I love it, and I'm glad he's back. So people can stop saying Mike Thomas need to go.
Get ready.
But he got to come back and produce to shut them up. He can't just come back.
I know.
He's got to put numbers up.
I think he's gonna produce because the hands don't go nowhere, man. Them hands don't go nowhere.
Hands not going nowhere, and he got friends. It's not that we got a game plan just for him. No, you ain't got a game plan for him. You got Juice out there. You still got Kez out there. You still got Devontae. He changed his last name, so still got him out there. You got
Kamara. Kamara could be in the passing game. You still got to worry about him. So
listen, you gotta also worry about Jameis Winston.
Well, from what I've seen, dude is locked in. Like, that's the most I ever seen Jameis Winston locked in. There's no goofy shit. It's good. Him, like they say, staying at the practice late throwing. He's working on his weaknesses, like throwing short. He's doing a lot of short passes in training camp.
He been connecting with the other guys, like the other team, like not just the skill positions. Like he's connecting with guys that look like they looking for veteran wisdom and all that. Like,
well, he's the unquestioned leader of the team now.
Well, he definitely has to step up now. He's not a kid anymore.
Yeah,
he's an elder statesman. He's been in the league. They need somebody to be like that with them because there's a lot of young cats on your squad.
I'll say Jameis Winston comes out and he balls out. Look out! That's all I gotta say. Look out, because that team is going with that defense. Because all you gotta do is get that defense as a lead. That defense start acting a dog when they just start showing off when they get a lead. If Jameis Winston just can score at least 21 to 28 points, Saints gonna have a good season. If they get the offense to go about 21 to 28 a game, we're gonna have a good season.
Oh, you have a better chance of that happening when Kamara comes back.
That's if he gets suspended. We don't know. We still don't know if he gonna get suspended.
Look here, still don't know. Right there.
Yeah, he's gonna he's not gonna get suspended, and Watson's gonna get 2 games.
Welcome to the NFL.
On some bullshit like that. Watch.
Welcome to the NFL, people. Let's go to the NBA, man. I saw this on Undisputed. Would you swap KD for Bron straight up?
Upstairs.
Would you? I'm just saying, would you?
All right.
If you're the Lakers, you get KD for at least 4 years.
Who would end up better in that trade, though?
No, the Lakers. The Lakers. But then you got KD and Russ again. I don't know. Would you do it? Would you do it? I'd have to ask that question. Would you do it?
One, I mean, so overall, you're looking at at sight of this, you're looking at it based on the long term and age. I would like to
And
say,
he said yes.
who you willing to bet on in the long run? Are you betting on Bron giving you more years, or you bet on KD giving you more years? Immediately, I'm going with KD.
Yeah.
But Bron also takes care of his body, and we also know what Bron's plan is. Bron says he's playing until he can get Bronny in the league, and he plays with his son a year. After that, he's done.
He's like
So
40. That's going to bring LeBron to like 41, 42.
it would. So
Shit.
straight up, I don't like that trade. I don't like that move. You can hang that up. It's dead to me, and that's irrelevant to who's included in what lineup or how you want to work it.
I don't
Wait a
respect
minute,
him
but you're
leave away anyway just to play with his son. That's if his son even get drafted.
listen. I don't respect a player that quits.
Yeah.
That's my main thing about
They
LeBron.
both have quit at some time in their career. Each one of them.
Well,
did.
yeah, KD as well. KD's quitting right now. How a team
They both
paid
did.
you a year while you were rehabbing your leg, you come back for a year, and then you tell them, trade me.
This could be a Ben Simmons, James Harden trade. An equal fucking trade. Trade a quitter for a quitter.
But why would you say the Lakers would get the better of it? Because it
Because I'm
would
like,
be Russ
you get
and KD, but it would be LeBron and Kyrie with Ben Simmons.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm like this. You got that for long-term stability because LeBron can leave. What if the Nets don't draft Bronny? LeBron gone. KD still gonna be with the Lakers.
And then you pretty much put all your eggs in the basket for this one move. Still didn't pan it out. You still
KD is still going to be with the Lakers. I like the move because KD is under contract.
They're trying to push Bronny up out of high school.
He's not ready. Bryce is the better of the two. And Bryce is younger than Bronny. I will put my money on Bryce James than Bronny James because Bryce is looking nice. It's always the younger. I don't know what it is. It's always the younger one that absorbs all the talent. That older one struggles. It's just normally what happens.
Except for the Curry brothers.
Curry.
Don't get me wrong. Seth isn't bad. If Seth got more burn, I think Seth don't get enough burn.
Yeah.
I got
he could shoot.
Fellas, I'll be right back.
All right.
Yep.
I'm just saying, yeah, Seth is not bad. It's not like it's a bad trade-off, but like look at the Ball brothers. Lonzo's not a bad player, but LaMelo is extremely better.
Yeah, he has more talent. He's very much more talented.
It's like it's just like that younger one gets to absorb everything the older one goes through. We're not talking about like twin brothers and stuff like that, because they're going through it at the same time. But them younger brothers, they just see what the daddy, if the daddy was in the league, and he teaching them, and then you see, that older brother going through what he going through. The younger brother say, "I learned from y'all mistakes. I can do what I need to do." And Bryce is a shooter, like than his daddy and his brother. Like Bryce could actually shoot the ball. That must come from the mama side.
But I think that the Nets would have a pretty good team if LeBron, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons were on that team.
Yeah, and then what? And then once you get that for Brian for 1 year, you're gonna get Bronny. You're gonna get him a number one If you think about this, if that's true and Bronny is not ready, what you said, you're gonna get that up for 1 year of LeBron? Because LeBron only gonna play 1 year with his son, he said. One. So you gotta think about it. He's gonna be 42. I don't know about you.
Not if they push him into the league.
Young dudes.
Isn't he a senior in high school? So if they push him in, he would be in the next draft.
Yeah, the next draft. But he still got to go through this whole year, and so it'll be next year's draft.
Next year's draft.
Yeah, his whole year. It won't work. It won't work because then he still has to be a year out. So according to this, he has to be a year out. So he had to leave his senior year and go to the G League, and this season here, go through the G League, and then it's too much. They're not coming straight out of high school with it. So it's like you got to sit out a year. So it'll be the next year draft, and that'll put LeBron at like 41. Is he gonna turn 40? I mean, he's gonna turn about no, he's gonna be about 40. I'm sorry, he's gonna be about 40.
And he's not, and Bronny's not. He might be on whatever team. He ain't starting.
I'm just saying, you got Bronny there. If
I don't see him being the starter.
Look, if LeBron's on that team, Bronny's starting. So why would you do that to yourself?
Why would you do that to your team?
Yeah. It makes no sense. It's stupid. It's a dumb draft strategy. But if you just want to sell tickets, yeah, I would.
Yeah, but like you said, you're only going to sell tickets for 1 year.
Unless Bronny takes a jump. Bronny has to make a drastic jump.
I don't think so.
He's an average high school player. He's not like.
Listen, like Scottie Pippen said the other day, I saw something that he said. He said if LeBron played in my era, he would be Scottie Pippen. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah. He would be Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen was not a bad player. I don't want people to get that wrong.
He wasn't a bad player, but he wasn't what they're blowing him up to be now.
And Bronny is not his daddy. He might have his daddy.
Hell no.
He don't have his daddy's height. Look like Bryce is already taller than him. So he doesn't have his daddy's height. He doesn't have his daddy's weight. His daddy was a freak of nature.
His jump shot is shoddy.
Bronny is 6'2", 6'3". So Bronny is a point guard.
And he don't have a good jump shot.
So it's like either he gonna fix that or not. I'm not trying to say don't wish the kid luck, but I'm just like people try to put him with his daddy. And I'm like, he's not his daddy. His daddy was 6'8" coming out of high school.
Look at what happened to Michael Jordan's boys.
Oh, they didn't grow. They didn't get his dad. They didn't get their daddy height. They got their height from their mama.
Yeah.
See, it's a difference. You have to be a legit baller, 6'4" and under.
You know who wasn't bad though? I was watching a summer league game last week. Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah, he's actually good.
He's actually could ball. I think the Lakers did smart by grabbing those kids. They all signed G League contracts.
Look at Shaq's son. Shaq's son should have listened to his daddy. Daddy told him stay another year in school. He thought he was going to get drafted because he was Shaq's son. And now you got to go to the G League route. Even though that's a nice route. But Shaq is your daddy and he went through it. If my daddy played in the NBA, he told me stay in school. I'm staying in school because you know the game. Stay in school, son. Nah, I ain't gonna stay in school. Sharif got the ability to be, a good player, but guess what he did? He wanted to rush the fame. He wanted to rush it.
It's not like he needs the money.
He don't need the money. Your daddy is Shaq. But
that dude is rich.
Yeah, I hope Sharif makes it, but it's a hard road going that G League route unless he balls out.
You gotta ball out, and not only do you have to ball out when you do something like G League, you have to work out. You know what I'm saying? You got to put the time in. You got to do your 500 jump shots and your 1,000 free throws and some of those crazy things that some of these dudes in the NBA did to become better. And you got to do it.
I'm just saying, I hope Bronny and all them, and D Wade's son and all them, because he's supposed to be coming out and stuff like that. They really look at this and be like, you know what? I need to be myself and don't try to be, the father. Won't be your father.
You could live off the name to a certain point, but you should want to establish your own legacy off of the name.
Like this, Kobe Bryant, daddy played in the league. He made his own name.
Oh, Kobe's Kobe though.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He made his
Not
own
too,
name.
not too many of those gonna come out.
The thing is, yes, he's one of the rare people, one of the rare ones who are better than the daddy. He's rare. Like having a good, Steph is another one who's better than his daddy, but it's rare. I would take Seth. I'll take Seth over his daddy too. I'm just saying, that's rare that you're better than your daddy, especially if they're a good to great player. It's rare to be better than your father. And
one of my boys that I grew up with, when we graduated high school, a bunch of them moved down to North Carolina. He lived 2 doors away from Del Curry. So my friend saw the training regimen that he had his 2 little sons, because they were young, like 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. And he saw the regimen he had them doing because he became friends with his neighbor, with Del Curry, and he used to go over and shoot the ball with them. And he said back then, those kids could shoot.
Right. Daddy was a good shooter. If your daddy's a good shooter.
Yes, he was. He wasn't a star, like a superstar, but he was a good shooter.
LeBron's second son will be better than his dad.
Probably.
That he can actually shoot. He's gonna be a better scorer than his dad. God damn it, he's gonna be a better shooter than his dad. I can tell you that. I don't know about passing wise because I give this to LeBron. Might be one of the best passers of the basketball I've seen. He can pass his ass off.
For his position, yes.
Yes. He's LeBron can pass his ass off. So I'm not gonna sit there and shit on LeBron like saying he's not this, but if he had more heart, I'd probably be a bigger LeBron fan. He's just I don't see that thing beating inside his chest.
If he didn't quit, I think I'd be more of a LeBron. Every time I see that picture of him walking off the court during that playoff game, the game wasn't even over, and they show him walking in the tunnel.
Yeah. And it's just sad to say, man. But I know this was gonna make you laugh, and I wish Eric was back. Zion's weight clause.
You got to do it because he was looking hefty.
They say he has to be body fat and his weight must be like 295. That's the heaviest he can get.
And I don't understand why he would want to be that heavy, because if he was lighter, he'd be faster. You know what I'm saying? He'd be quicker. When you're big, you're sluggish. You know what I'm saying? You're not as quick.
I would be 250 would be my max. You gotta get your big ass down to 250.
Yeah, and get your body, your body percentage, your body fat percentage down, and dominate, because you have the skills to dominate. But
yeah,
with that big ass, no.
295 is too big.
Too big for it's too much pressure on your knees. He doesn't go up and dunk. He goes up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he tries to. So when you come back down, you landing hard.
Yeah, I call him a caveman. He plays ball like he's a caveman. Shit, give him the ball.
Yeah,
Dump the ball.
That will do wear and tear on your body.
And I'm just like this. It's a shame we got to keep putting all these damn clauses in contract that should be common sense. We had a study clause to start the show. We got a weight clause to end the show. This is shit you should need to know. This is shit you need to know as a.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, we're talking about it in basketball. They do it in football all the time. Yeah, like offensive linemen and defensive linemen in their contracts will have weight clauses.
I get that. I'm just saying you should know to take care of your damn body.
You're right.
Your body is your money. Take care of your body. Zion Wilson, you know you have a problem with your weight. Well, you can't, like you said, can't stay away from the Krispy Kremes or the tasty donuts.
Beignets, because he's down there in New Orleans. He likes those beignets.
Say my head is bald. Why the fuck would I say that? You can see my head is fucking bald. Shit. It's fucking bald. I am bald head.
For a second there, I thought that was Michael Jackson about to
And
bust
man
out
on the
a
moon.
lyric and shit.
Say bad on the moon.
Man in the mirror, man on the moon.
Yeah, you can tell my clip my head is bald, man. I'm like, look, man, come on here with all that, man. We just trying to do our stuff. Talking about clipped.
As long as it's not that crazy homeboy from Germany. I'll shave my head right now if you light a cigarette. Put me on video.
My best YouTube reaction. Okay, man, on the move. Thanks for watching. No, I'm just saying, damn, my head is bald because I'm with Freedom. Go to Freedom Grooming. Go buy a thing and tell them I sent you. Shit, if you want to clip something, clip that.
What is it? Freedomgrooming.com?
Yeah. Go to freedomgrooming.com and get you a freedom shaver. And you get your head bald like me. And then you can say, my head is bald, like you want me to say. Shit. My head is bald because of Freedom Grooming, man.
There you go.
Shit. That I'm just saying, man.
I don't understand why these sports stars scream and moan about these contracts, but yet don't put in their end of it. You know what I'm saying? Zion should know that basketball.
I love my wife loves my wide nose too. Okay. You just want attention. Okay. I'm black. Black people have big noses. So fucking what? Fuck. I can't even see your picture. You know, you probably too ugly to put a picture on there, so I ain't worrying about it. This is not the show you want to do that with, bro. This is not the show. This is not the show. I'm trying to be nice. This is not the show. I'll say it's not the show because I'll give you a reaction. I'll make your ass famous. This is not the show.
We all black.
That's all I can tell you. Yeah, it's turning left. I'm just saying, man, people from YouTube come in running their mouth. This is not the show. Because I would straight up, this is not the show to do it. And that's what I'm saying. This is about sports. As you can see, we talk about Zion weight class. It says it on my channel. This is about sports. We do sports and wrestling. If you're not talking about sports, you're talking about other stuff that's irrelevant, man. I'm just saying. We talking about sports. We talking about Zion Wilson weight class. It says it at the bottom of the screen what we're talking about. I'm not here for all that foolishness, man. We not here for all that, and I'm not trying to embarrass you, man. So stop it.
Yeah, don't send Mo to the Kendrick Lamar concert all hyped up, because then we're gonna see him on the front page of the paper tomorrow.
You know who's irrelevant? You, because you don't even have a picture. Man on the moon. Go back to the moon.
Eric, we have the man on the moon.
We got the man on the moon talking shit. And I'm not gonna even put any more of your comments up, but thanks for making my stuff going up.
Thanks for the view.
Thanks for the views. You making us money. Keep on commenting. Makes you feel better. You probably in your mom's basement jacking off right now. There it is.
To a Krispy Kreme donut.
A Krispy Kreme donut. We talking about Zion Wilson, then he come. Hey, nobody worry about him, man. Look, keep the party going.
I'll leave for a good minute, and y'all up here.
Nah, you know, you got this fool called Man on the Moon. Keep talking. Boy, those glasses. Boy, man, you need to know the real, man. If you put your picture up here, put your picture up. Don't talk to me unless you got a picture up.
He was like, you got a bald head, and you got a big nose.
All that stuff. Put your picture up. Hey, look, don't say nothing else until you put your picture up.
Let's see.
Might be one of those.
We gonna roast your ass. Like, literally roast your ass until you put your picture up. Stop. Don't say nothing else. Put your picture up.
This kid.
Like, man, I'm from New Orleans. We roast people for fun. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Now back to the regular scheduling program. Zion Wilson weight class. We back in time for Eric to come back in.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back for this, but I mean, good. Overall, you looking at the longevity of this man's career because you came in and invested with this man, and you want him to have a long, productive career. Be it if he stays at all with you, or going on and what he does for the game. You have to respect the talent like Zion because he's a once in a generation type of talent, and the body of work that he does, if he's sitting here toting all that weight, only thing he's gonna do is just kill his joints in the long run. He goes up, he jumps, he dunks, he's spectacular, doing windmills and practices. You know, they got a highlight of him jumping out from wherever he was to go swat somebody's shot, you know, while I was still up in the air. You can't be heavy and come down like that because here's something that people might not have noticed about that highlight reel when we were making that playoff run. So they showed that first highlight of him jumping. That type of floor isn't meant for that type. If you'd have seen that exertion he had on his foot, you'd have seen the indentation in that court when he jumped. Not when he landed, but when he jumped. So that was more force getting himself up there to do that windmill than it was to come down. Because that court, or that particular court, is not meant for that. They got courts where they got to have their certain routines that they have to run. You're gonna run offense here. You're gonna do whatever game shape got to do here. But this dude's like, say, bro, I don't want people to forget about it. So I show people.
Oh, here I am. Look me up, doing. Oh man, I see your picture, bro. Stop it. Stop it, dog. No.
Get him, Urkel.
That's ugly.
Get him, Urkel.
Somebody look like you. You don't look like me. Nah, you don't look like me, son. I'm married, son.
Oh, damn. I look
married,
just like you. That's
you
foul.
If you look like me, you will be married too. And you would have confidence. Talking about we have no confidence. I'm full of confidence, baby. I love myself. You fat and ugly like a burnt ass biscuit don't love yourself. You won't fucking talk about me. You won't talk about me because you ain't got no confidence because you ain't seen your dick in 20 years and you won't talk about me. I'm just saying. I got confidence. I'm like this. I ain't even fat. That's the funny thing. You won't talk about that. I got nothing but confidence. I'm just saying, if you ain't got confidence, bro, go buy a puppy. A puppy with all the confidence in the world. Go get you something like that, man. You need something to boost your self-esteem. And I ain't gonna even kill you with words, man. I got you enough. Brother, I hope you find you some confidence. Instead of coming on people's YouTube pages trying to down them because you don't have any confidence. I'm just saying.
Damn.
That's funny.
We gotta get
knock out the skinny guys. Okay, then run. No, you run. You sitting here 45. Who the fuck is 45? Motherfucker. Who's 45? I ain't gonna make it to ESPN. I don't want to be on ESPN. ESPN can't handle this raw truth. I don't want to be on ESPN.
If we were on ESPN, there would be a lot of sports stars that would probably be looking for us.
Pretty much. If
Yeah.
you just sit there instead of running your dick suckers and listen to the show, you know, you could put in some good comments. You could do some stuff what we talking about, like Zion Wilson. But I'm doing enough. You say I'm doing enough. You know what I'm saying about making you famous. I'm done making you famous. I am done putting your posts up, so you can keep on putting your shit up.
Thank you for the 2 separate views, though.
Yeah, thank you for the double views. I'm just saying.
It is.
Thank you for the views, because the more you comment, Dorian, the more my channel bumps up. Dorian, you probably don't have no more than probably 5 people following you, son. We international, son. We got people who be watching us from internationally. You think I'm worrying about your fat ass? Say that's it. That's all I gotta say, man.
We get some character. He was like, yo,
come on here trying
you got a big nose.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you got a big nose too.
I'm like, this motherfucker nose wider than mine. I got a big nose. This nigga nose, come on the way over
here. Your shit fits on, your shit goes with your face.
Yeah.
His shit looks like it's out the year.
Somebody
man, let's go to our Facebook comment, Dorian. I bet if I drop a chicken wing each mile, you will lose weight quick. Way to go, Anthony.
Come on,
ass up, Anthony.
Come on, Anthony. Get him.
ESPN can't handle this world truth. Okay. I quoted, laugh out loud. Okay.
That's probably not even his picture. That's probably his girlfriend's picture.
Man, that's an ugly motherfucker then. God damn, you ugly. Let me stop putting this up, man. Look, here go. I am Dorian. Look at this shit. I love it.
Look at the fucking picture.
I love it. It's not even him. I love it. I fucking love you, bro. Keep putting this shit up, man. Keep making my stuff go up. Keep going on 1 million pages talking about you or Dorian. Go ahead. Back to the Zion weight clause, man. I think we made. I'm laughing because he's really making the algorithm. Like the more comments I get, it's not views. It's the more comments you get makes your page blow up. So if you have like over 700 comments, they make like you doing your thing, and you get paid for that. Thank you. I appreciate you, Cedric, Dorian, and the man on the moon, whoever you is, the man on Jupiter. I appreciate you for your views. I'm just saying.
All three.
I appreciate it. Not to mention the people on Facebook. I mean, who does that though?
That's crazy. Homie got 3 pages.
I mean, who does that? Go on the same profile. I mean, come on the same thing with 3 different pages. Come to the same live with 3 different pages. I know you won't get no pussy.
Yo, we'll be back next Friday. We need the
views. Your kids mistreat you. Okay. Your mother banned you. No, she actually watching the show right now, laughing at your dumb ass.
Yeah, she probably is.
She's laughing at your dumb ass, and you definitely don't want to see my pops. My pops come on the show. You really don't want to see that.
Oh shit!
I mean, your mama should have aborted you. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't do that anymore. I mean,
you need permission.
Your mom should have aborted you. Your daddy don't love you. Your daddy left you. There it is. He's still out for a pack of cigarettes. We can do this every day.
That's probably somebody, from what do you call it? What the hell is the name of that country? Where they rip you off.
Yeah,
Kenya, some shit like that, or over in Africa, but I forget the name of the.
You talking about like Nigeria? He more your daddy, okay?
Because they got more than one.
Though. How about you? You still in that basement though, right? You still in that basement, right?
Shit.
You still in the low rating channel. Yeah, I got only 2,500 people, but you're rating it though. You're watching it though. You're helping my views. You know what would have helped me? If you leave. It would hurt me if you leave because you're actually helping my channel. I mean, hey. I mean, look, if you want to hurt somebody, it's not to watch. When you watch and you comment, that means you actually like what you see. Because I don't spend time on shit I don't like. I'm just saying.
That controversy.
But you look like that picture, Cedric, like you got dumb. You look dumb. You just dumb, bro. Like, this shit's stupid.
That picture looks like a little pedophile-ish.
Yeah, it pretty does. Dorian, did your dad ever come back from the store for got milk and cigarettes?
I'll be right back.
He saw your ugly ass and was like, man, I'll be right back. Take it easy. Told your mama, take it easy. I ain't never coming back home. Take it easy.
45 years later.
That says get in the car and skirt.
Oh, you dislike my channel. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh, fuck out of here.
Later, punk.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay, that's 2 dislikes. Okay.
Damn, he got
You got another
4
one.
different pages.
Yes.
That's
And
how
you
you
know
know
that
that's a
man,
scammer.
all of them motherfuckers. How about that?
Interesting.
I'm your mother trolling you. Okay. Well.
I would just let them comment. You said every comment helps out the algorithm.
I just blocked that last one though, so they know it's something up. It's all right. Let's go to the next one. See how many he have. If I block that one, I won't see how many more you have. This, but yeah. All right. So he good. I don't want him back in here though. It helped with the algorithm, but I'm gonna block all this shit so he can't come back in here. All right, we go talk about Zion Wilson before I go to the thing. We go block all this shit. So he can't come on none of them. And that's what we do, assholes. We block.
Yo, did Eric freeze?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, you did not move for like 30 seconds. You stayed in the same. I was like, yo, did he freeze?
Dude, this dude got another one.
Oh.
World Star.
Make it done. I'm good there, baby. I don't care.
Put us on World Star. Any publicity is good publicity in something like this because it's gonna bring people to come watch.
Well, one, this is just trolling. This is trolling at its finest.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, brother, if you got a troll, enjoy the view.
Enjoy the view. I'm just saying, man. It's cool, man. It's all right. Oh man, I had to block 5 profiles. Why she gonna come up with another one? If he got 6, I really know he ain't got a life. Who got time to make 6 fucking profiles? If he got 6, I know he don't have a life.
So, hold on. Because the star of Miss Marvel that's streaming on Disney Plus, she said she got like 5, 6 burner accounts just to argue with people talking about what your theory is.
But who is this
about?
fool? Who is this fool?
So it might be Miss Marvel.
It might be Miss Marvel.
That's how I'm feeling about it right now. Like, yeah, Miss Marvel, thank you so much.
Hey man, you know how it is. Damn, Miss Marvel sucks.
Oh
man, I did. Don't worry. I blocked him. You good. That'd probably be him too. I just blocked
probably another one.
Man, look, we gave him enough time, man. I want to hear Eric's
another one.
Thing about Zion, man. That's fucked up. They messed over Zion's moment. We was having such a good show too.
I mean, I'm still ready to roll with y'all. So, like I said, him having that body weight and carrying that body weight with him, you know, that's bad for you. You know, you up here, you carrying north of 300 plus pounds, and you coming down on that, crashing it down because, okay, if the goal is 10 feet up, you 6 feet, you only leaving good 3 feet of you to come down. I mean, you kind of need what you put out is what need to come in. I think of, you know, your cup. You think of a cup of water and you like, okay, I'm thirsty. You can only hold so much water, right? So does it work if you try to put it in a cap? Does the cap fill you? No, the cap doesn't fill you.
Oh, he's back. That's him again. That's number 6.
Damn.
God, go ahead.
Hey, so I mean, I like the clause, but I mean, personally, what does it matter to us as fans, you know? Like, we know that the dude's available. We know the dude bought in and that he wants to stay here because
y'all won.
Exactly. So the media wanted to spin it talking about, oh, he frowned up.
Yeah, I seen that. We'll talk about that later.
He's talking about he wants to partner up with his boy from Duke that's in with the Knicks.
That's why I say trade him to the Knicks.
Yeah, and then we come on the show and y'all rag on me talking about, oh well, y'all just might as well draft him for all those other picks and fleece some more teams out there. Now we actually have a team that's bought in. We got You talking about Zion didn't want to stay. Zion signed. Zion is extended. We can't get veterans. You gotta. I want to say CJ is in his 7-8 year. 7-8 years. He didn't say he wanted to stay. You had Bi last year. He signed an extension to stay. So people are coming. We got the stars, and Brandon's on his way up. He's catching fire now. He's in an orange flame. He's about to catch white flame when he come back in this season healthy, because you can see how he got that camaraderie with these guys in the summer league, or how he had that camaraderie with those guys in the summer league. He have that boasting up, the year 2 guys. I mean, all the pieces are there. And with Zion having his clause in there, I mean, great that, it's clickbait and there's something to talk about. But overall, I'm excited because it's an extension that he's staying here. It gives the team, the franchise is historically bad. You give them hope. Because everybody, we could have lost our basketball team. We didn't lost basketball team before.
Oh, man, we got Ears in the house. Ears to jump to the house.
Is we can't hear you, pendejo. No, we can't hear you now. That's what happens when you buy that shit.
Eric, don't make him break these.
I'm not gonna let him break. I'm not talking about that. Oh.
What's good? It's good. Ears went away.
Oh no.
I think he's gonna come back. Is probably gonna curse out that dude. He probably want to curse out that dude that I have blocked a record.
Is he
profiles? I mean, I'm something of a big deal. We something of a big deal. If you get over there for 6 profiles, just 6.
I don't understand why they think that they need to come on a podcast like this and, let's say, become racially wrong.
What? Idiots. The way it is, we can hear you in the background.
Okay. I literally just got home. And I see some piece of crap who thinks you're nothing happening, curtain jerking piece of shit. Shut the fuck up!
I told you, Iz came on to curse that dude out.
Fuck you!
I told you, Iz came on just to curse that motherfucker out. I'm just saying, look, people, you can call me a big nose, bald head, ugly, fat, whatever, man. Look, you own my shit.
Exactly.
I didn't ask you to come here.
We're international, bitch.
Yes, we are. I didn't ask you to come on our shit. Eric didn't ask you to come here. Or Jay didn't ask you to come on here, man.
You know my ass wasn't asking you to come here.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's 0 people watching. My shit is out here. I don't care if it's 1 person. I don't care if it's 3 of 3 million. I don't care. I mean, shit, you think I'm just on YouTube. That's the funny shit. We on Twitter. We on Facebook all at the same time.
Motherfucker.
That's why you seeing certain shit. But
we sponsored now, bitches.
Jealous ones still envy, motherfucker. Facts. Asshole.
Oh, we got a spot. Oh yeah, we
sponsored now, bitches.
Sponsored, bitch. How you doing,
bitch?
This is a great chance to pivot over to our sponsor, by the way. Who's our sponsor again?
Freedom Room.
There we go. Freedom Room.
Look.
Have you up top and for the manscaping for the pleasure at the bottom.
Yeah. Woo! You get it good.
Let's go, baby.
Freedom Room can get you good at the top, or it gets you good at the bottom. With the hard to reach places.
I need
to see the way it go. So
I'll need to send me some materials because I'll use that shit stuff.
Gotta make sure it's good.
Shit. They don't care for curse.
Okay. Send me your products, brother.
Oh man, send me some free ones, and I'm gonna tell you how it works.
Yes, sir. Ski.
Buy Freedom Grooming's products.
So that means you're gonna have to do side content to do a testing of the product for all of us.
Yeah, I had to do.
That's cool.
I might have do. It was with my original Instagram, but then I tied everybody in time. I got a podcast and see it's cool to put it on a podcast. So the more people I get, probably the more product I can get. So it's like, yeah, it's very smooth.
When Izzy goes to shave off that beard, he can use one of those freedom groomers.
Not a chance. Maybe other areas, but not a chance.
We don't want to see that on camera, though, brother.
I'll tell you what.
Trying to see you, man.
Your head on live, nothing else.
Not a chance.
I heard word, Anthony. I'm with you on that one.
Not a chance. I'll tell you what. If y'all buy the product, I'll cut the hair short.
I'm just like this. We still got 2 people watching on YouTube.
And we appreciate it.
It'd probably be your boy.
I'm still waiting for our other boy to show up from Germany. Yeah, shave my head and I'll smoke it. Get a girl to smoke a cigarette.
Germany, there you go. Buy the product.
Grooming. That's what I'm gonna tell him when he come on there, shave your head. I said, make sure you shave your head with Freedom Grooming product.
Hell baby. I'd send them the link in the whole 9 yards. Go buy it, and I'll put you on if you shave your head with it.
Yep, I sure will. Next, I'm waiting on him. He gonna come on. You know he gonna come on.
I'll tell you what. Y'all send me the product. I will shave this part off.
See, if Zion would have been traded to the Knicks, we could have used the Freedom Grooming, and I would have shaved my head live on the show with the Freedom Groomer. But thank you, Zion, for signing, you Krispy Kreme eating bastard.
Eric, you got a rebuttal?
I have no rebuttal. I'm loving the
nice rebuttal. Yeah, I'm just saying, you don't have any more. Your boy, you got any more? I just want to know if your boy got any more YouTube channels to make us famous. I just want.
Please.
You got one more? You got no more? No more? Oh, I'm bald head though. That was funny, man. I'm like,
but no,
dude, it was a funny joke. I would have laughed, but I'm like, damn.
Dude, I thought he was gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to be somebody that was just, coming on. He was going to maybe ask a question. He was just trying to be funny, but then he just kept going with it.
This dude came out as Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Bray Wyatt,
Ezekiel,
Elrod, Elias, Andrade, Miro.
He was all of them.
Kane, Isaac Yankum.
Duke
Nukem, the fake Diesel,
the fake Razor,
Gilbert,
Robin, Nightwing.
I'm just saying, dude.
Alter Egos.
I'm like, how you have 6 profiles? Like 6?
Because you have no fucking life. You're probably a fucking pedophile, and you need to be arrested.
God damn. I'm just saying, you have 6 profiles.
Loser.
One you say low rating, but you took 6. So you gave me 6 views. 6.
Thank you.
You gave me 6.
Yeah.
6. You gave me 6 for one person. I'm doing something right. All to call me a bald head, big nose motherfucker, right? Shit that I don't.
For that? Damn.
I'm fat just like you. I'm not fat. That's the thing. See, you don't know nothing about muscle.
Fuck that.
You don't know nothing about muscle.
Mo is husky.
Oh, exactly.
I'm solid. Nothing jiggles on me. I'm solid. Go, hey, look. You go ask the patients to deal with if I'm fat.
Last time I checked, you're an undefeated champion.
Still undefeated.
There you go.
Defended my crown against a 300-pound motherfucker this time. Got a 300-pound motherfucker.
Ridiculous and no.
Look, it's still going. The streak's still going.
He said ridiculous and oh.
Better than Goldberg, better than Jay Cargill.
Yes, it's still going. The streak.
The CEO.
The streak still lives, man. The streak lives.
He's gonna hold that belt like Bruno Sammartino held that belt.
I was gonna retire. I retire, I'll give the belt.
Retire with that thing.
I'll give the belt.
Hey, bye, blowing kisses with the belt.
Oh man, this is funny.
Shout out Thursday show.
Definitely check out Thursday's show.
Shout out to us. Fuck, shout out to us. And Lala.
Yes, Lala's not here.
Shout out to
Lala. We haven't done one all day. We've been slipping on it.
Yeah, let's go.
We have been slipping.
Yo, we always
Y'all haven't been reminding me. You know what I'm saying? Been reminding me. So
Audience, get ready for
dance break.
Dance break.
So our girl Lala, man, who be on Thursdays, man.
we need an extended clip of that.
See,
We need to get another clip with it longer.
That's all she gave me was a little bit of clip.
That's all there is, though. That's all there is. If you see the original clip, it's not long at all.
It's a little
No, it's
bit of clip.
not.
She just give y'all taste.
Yo, but I saw Ruthless Lala do a dance. Like, I saw one. I think I sent it to you on Instagram, Mo. Go look for it. That could have been a dance break.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
But it was
Lord.
Ruthless Lala doing it.
Huh. Might be something that we can work on. It might be kind of throughout the week.
Shout
And
out.
only and premiere it when she comes on. Catch her over like dance break, and she'll think it's Lala, and she'll be like, "No, it's you."
No, it's you.
You know she'll clothesline somebody if we do that.
Okay.
And the funny shit is that she's closest to me than all of you right now.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so she's gonna clothesline Jay. And that's gonna be live.
But Jay, you're in the middle of the woods, so she ain't gonna find you.
I've been wanting to like pay attention to where she's gonna wrestle and try to at least go down and be like, "Hey, surprise!"
I know she will.
But
For
she does. It's deep in Jersey,
yes,
but it's deep. It's like
yes.
you know, like
It's
2 and
deep,
3
yes.
hours away from here.
yes.
Oh,
I might still make that trip.
That's a great adventure trip.
Yeah.
It's deep in Jersey.
Yes, it's deep. It is deep in Jersey.
I have to go and represent
I know I'm gonna have to go
and go live and shit.
Georgia though. I'm gonna be in Georgia coming up soon. So I know I'm going to Georgia to go check out some of the stuff they got out there.
Nice.
I'll be like, yep. I'm gonna meet up with Lala dance break.
Good deal right there. You feel home.
Man, the wife on the dance break.
That'll work.
I ain't put my wife on here.
I knew that wasn't happening. She ain't gonna go back. I ain't putting it on the show.
She already been on the show.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she did. She did twerk on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
Like in a family already. She already the first lady, so
She said I could do what I want. She came in there twerking on top of my head, man.
As long as it's not none of us doing no dance break, I'll be all right with it.
hey,
I'm not,
think they want to see.
Oh, fellas, shout outs, fellas. I gotta get ready to get to this concert with the missus.
Absolutely.
You're probably looking at me with daggers right now. You still ain't off that podcast?
Oh my God. Mine is short and sweet. Shout out to Contract Lingo for giving us content this week for Kyler Murray and Zion Wilson specifically for the content. Much well appreciated. And as usual, thank you fellas for this platform and allowing me to have my little 2 cents on it. And yeah, man, just having a good time, being fun, having a therapy session, so to speak, as Izzy would say.
Oh yeah.
I want to shout out you guys. Always a great time. Shout out those who came in. Anthony, you're always supporting. That's great. You're always one that we expect here every week. Enjoy your concert tonight, Mo.
Oh yeah. Thank
I know you want Cole, but you get Lamar, so I guess
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
right. Lamar, that's fine.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys. Mo, your news was absolutely great today, and it literally lifted my spirits. Congratulations. Thank you guys. And just thank you in general, man.
Buy the merch.
Buy merch.
Oh, y'all for coming on, man, doing it early because we normally be getting started right now. But I'm glad y'all did it early, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And I get to go to the concert with the missus. Thank you to Anthony and Lala for stopping by, and all other people who were scared to. And Izzy, you wrote in there too. You know, thank you. Thank you. My aunt Michelle liked it. Anthony and Michael, your brother Michael liked it. And
Sweet.
Lala loved it.
Bro.
Toxic Masculinity Issues podcast. That's them showing love. Thank you. And also I like to thank these 6 people right here. I just want to thank these 6 people. I'm gonna call them out by name. Kevin Main, Cedric Williams, Dorian, Man on the Moon, TV channel, and Joshua Whiteworth. Thank you for the comments and the views.
Wow, I can't wait to go back and watch this again. Oh my God.
Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, McGuire, Peter Parker. Appreciate you, brother. What are y'all from the
views? That's all I can say. Thank you for the views, baby. Thank you for the views. We love the views. I mean, you wrote about like 100 comments by yourself.
Thank you.
With yourself. That's crazy. I just want to know how you switch so fast. Like
it's not that hard.
Switching.
I don't think it's that hard.
It's not that hard.
He was switching like ASAP. Like he was switching like that.
Either that or he had his boys with him.
Yes.
He came with the Geek Squad. Let's go get him.
He had different phones. He must have had different phones. He had one on the tablet.
Exactly. That's how we get it.
That's exactly.
All the views. And also wants a shout out to Freedom Grooming again.
Freedom Grooming. Freedom.
Let me be an ambassador.
Freedom.
Thank you for the close shave, because that's who I shaved my head with tonight. And it's the best shave I ever have. No bullshit, it really is. I have like super sensitive skin, so it works for that. So every time with the razors, I used to nick myself or get those bumps. You don't get those with that shave. Easy to use, people. All you gotta do is use water to knock the hair off.
And it shaves the skin?
It's like, it's a 5-headed. It's 5-headed. It's like got 5 heads on it. So it's like you got the 4 outer ones and one in the middle. And you just and it comes off.
Oh, all right. All right. My barber has one.
Yep, and you just wash it out. And easy to clean.
Yeah. She runs it underneath the water to clean the hair out of it.
Yeah. And it gives you a smooth shave. You can shave either dry or you can shave wet. So it depends on how you want to do it.
Oh, nice. Wet and dry. Cool. Yeah. So you could just take it right into the shower. Instead of using shaving cream, you can use shampoo or something.
Yeah, and just shave straight off.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pub for them. That's another one. I got to buy that, but the wife gonna help me with the videos and stuff. So y'all be on the lookout for it. It's gonna be on my Instagram page, and I'll probably share it on my YouTube. On the YouTube, and I'm gonna share it on the Facebook. But they only ask for Instagram, so I might have to go get a TikTok. They ask for TikTok too. Shit, I'm gonna go get a TikTok now.
Okay, you can make some funny videos.
Put the rants on TikTok, please.
Coming over.
First of all,
we coming.
Your rants. it's only like a limited amount of time I can put it up there, man. Your rants be like 10 minutes long. I gotta cut the bitches out.
We gotta cut them up. Gotta get all
so bad. Ooh, we'll be back Thursday. We will have a guest on Thursday. The name escapes me right now. We having a guest on Thursday. And sorry about that. You'll see the flyers up for that. We'll have a guest on Thursday. And then Friday, we'll be back doing our thing here Friday. So this is Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater, and the Ferris one, and the Advocate. hoping that Alvin Kamara doesn't get suspended.
No AK suspension. Read the name. See it?
You're getting like nasty with changing your name and shit.
Oh, word. That's why I want to shout out. Shout out Nasty. Come out the woods, baby. Football.
Yeah, come on.
The bear that ate his ass in the woods. So shout out to Nasty. And we'll be back, people. Peace. And we out.
Zion, stay away from the Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.